attack. Right among them, Alexis Sanchez. It's Giroud! Oh, that is utterly magnificent. That is astonishing.
Coming up on Sports Room today, Ronaldo announces he would draw the curtains on his career soon. This would be his last FIFA World Cup. Neymar ends his international career after they struck defeat to Norway. The Tigers qualify for FIBA World Cup second round. Latest updates on NBA and lots more. Don't touch that. We'll be back soon.
The future of Africa's housing sector will be shaped by bold ideas, strategic partnerships, and visionary leadership. At the AIHS CEOs Forum, leading voices across real estate, finance, construction, and government will converge to discuss solutions, unlock opportunities, and drive the next chapter of housing development in Africa. A platform for dialogue, a meeting point for influence, a forum where leaders shape the future. AIHS CEOs Forum, AIHS at 20 Legacy Edition, 13th to 18th July 2026, Transcorp Hilton, Abuja. Building partnerships, driving innovation, shaping Africa's housing future.
Welcome to Sports Room on Housing TV Africa, where we do it the sports way. Talking sports is the game. Kelechi Anorue is my name. Together we'll explore all the talking points in the world of sports. Now let's dive right in. Thanks for joining us. It is Sports Room, Housing TV Africa. The Tigers roar into FIBA World Cup qualifying second round. Tigers are back in business. Nigeria's senior men's basketball team produced another statement performance, crushing Rwanda 106-62 to complete a perfect qualifying window and book their place in the second round of the FIBA Basketball World Cup African qualifiers. It was 3 wins for 3 for David Fisdale's men, who followed up impressive victories over Tunisia and Guinea with a basketball masterclass against Rwanda. Uche Irebu led the charge with 17 points and 7 assists, while Caleb Agada, Ikechukwu Mekowolu, and Stan Okoye each added 13 points in a superb all-round team display. From the opening of the whistle, the Tigers never looked back. They dominated the game at both ends of the floor, entertained with fast-paced basketball, and wrapped up qualifications in emphatic fashion, sending a clear message that Nigeria is back and ready for the next stage of the World Cup journey. The next stop is the second round of the African qualifiers, where tougher contests await on the road to 2027 FIBA Basketball World Cup in Qatar. Now let's fly over to the slam and dunk game. Speaking of basketball, LeBron James draws the curtains on his Lakers career. You know, for much of the 2000s, the Los Angeles Lakers were like the gold standard of the NBA. They captured 3 consecutive championships from 2000 to 2002, reached the finals again in 2004 and 2008, and reclaimed the crown with back-to-back titles in 2009 and 2010, cementing their place among basketball's greatest dynasties. By the time LeBron James arrived in Los Angeles in 2018, after a second stint with the Cleveland Cavaliers, however, the Lakers were a shadow of that dominant team. The franchise had missed the playoffs for 5 straight seasons. I said 5 straight seasons, including the first 2 campaigns following the retirement of the club icon, late Kobe Bryant, the Black Mamba himself, whose 20-year career had become synonymous with Lakers basketball. The organization was searching for a new, leader capable of restoring its winning identity. And then came LeBron James, who embraced that challenge. His first season showed promise before a groin injury sidelined him for 17 games, derailing the Lakers' playoff ambitions. But the following campaign proved transformative. The acquisition of Anthony Davis and LeBron's move to full-time point guard revitalized the team, while an emotional year off the court reshaped the franchise forever. Just a day after James climbed to 3rd on the NBA's all-time scoring list, Kobe Bryant and his daughter, Gianna, tragically lost their lives in a helicopter crash, sending shockwaves through the basketball world and through Lakers. Determined to honor Bryant's legacy, James led Lakers through the NBA's pandemic bubble season. That's speaking of 2020 season, building the franchise to his first championship in decades. He was named NBA Finals MVP, delivering not only another title but also restoring hope to a fan base that had endured years of disappointment. You know, although another NBA championship never followed, just one. LeBron kept the Lakers firmly among the league's contenders. The team became a regular playoff presence and added the inaugural NBA Cup title in 2023, with James once again earning MVP honors, another laurel to his name. Now, while his spell in Los Angeles may not have produced as many championships as had envisioned, he leaves behind something equally significant, a revived franchise, renewed with belief, and the return of the Lakers to basketball's biggest stage, where their rich history demands they belong. Now, as LeBron James' Lakers contract neared its end in 2024, speculation swelled over whether he would retire or move somewhere else or remain in Los Angeles. He chose to stay, signing 2 extension extra after the Lakers selected his son, Bron James, in the NBA draft, setting the stage for the league's first father and son partnership. Now, the following season brought another historic twist in a blockbuster move that stunned the basketball world. The Lakers acquired Slovenian superstar, speaking of Luka Doncic, from the Dallas Mavericks in exchange for Anthony Davis. The arrival of the young star signaled the beginning of a new era, with Doncic widely seen as the franchise's long-term cornerstone. Despite LeBron missing a significant portion of the season, the Lakers remained competitive, with Doncic leading the charge and claiming another NBA scoring title. Now, although injuries curtailed the team's playoff ambitions, the campaign proved the Lakers were ready for life after LeBron, making his departure felt like the natural end of a remarkable chapter. Now, this is the fun part. Where is he going next? Everybody asking, what's it going to be for LeBron James when he leaves the Lakers? At 41, the next move is widely expected to be the final chapter of one of basketball's greatest career, with 4 NBA championships, countless individual honors, and career earnings exceeding $500 million. The King is no longer chasing paydays, he's chasing one last shot at glory. Several contenders already been linked with the NBA icon. A return to the Miami Heat could see him team up with Giannis Antetokounmpo and Bam Adebayo in a formidable title challenge, while a homecoming to the Cleveland Cavaliers would reunite him with a franchise eager to return to regular playoff appearances into championship success. The Golden State Warriors and Minnesota Timberwolves have also emerged as possible destinations, offering LeBron another opportunity to compete for a 5th NBA title. Is that possible? However, he learns one thing is certain. LeBron remains the biggest attraction in basketball. His next decision will dominate headlines across the sporting world, that's for sure. And when he finally steps onto the court in new colors, it will mark the beginning of the final act of an extraordinary NBA journey. The debate on who is the GOAT, just like in the football world we have the Messi Ronaldo debate, in the basketball world we have LeBron James and Steph Curry debate. But however it is, both guys are the GOATs of basketball as we speak. Now over to the transfer news and the transfer market in the slam and dunk game. Speaking of basketball, there's been a major shake-up as Ja Morant has been added to the Portland Trail Blazers in exchange for Jeremy Grant and Chris Murray. Meanwhile, the Washington Wizards agreed to a trade with the Lakers for center DeAndre Ayton. Now let's cross over to the FIBA World Cup 2026. Controversially, USA following Balogun's red card has been reviewed and reversed by FIFA. That unexpected reversal followed the reported intervention by US President, speaking of Donald Trump himself, who appealed to FIFA to review the striker suspension. Following, Balogun was shown a straight red card during the United States 2-0 World Cup victory over Bosnia and Herzegovina after appearing to accidentally step on defender Tariq Muharemovic while challenging for the ball. The incident came shortly after the Monaco striker had opened the scoring. Now, referee Rafael Klaus initially allowed play to continue, but changed decision after a VAR review, dismissing Balogun for serious foul play. Now, television display showed the striker's foot making contact with Tariq's upper ankle. The decision sparked widespread debate, with many describing the red card as harsh. Balogun, who has scored 3 goals in 3 World Cup starts, as I earlier mentioned, he remains a key figure in United States attack. Balogun was given a straight red card for serious foul play, with FIFA confirming 2 days later that he must serve a one-match ban. Now, why the controversy? Why the argument going on? The decision made by FIFA has sparked widespread debate because FIFA's disciplinary rules generally do not allow appeals against straight red cards. Following Balogun's dismissal, both FIFA and USA Soccer indicated that the mandatory one-match suspension could not be challenged. However, FIFA later invoked Article 27 of its disciplinary code to suspend the ban, allowing Balogun to feature in the United States round of 16 clash. While the red card remains in his disciplinary record for a 1-year probationary period, he will serve the suspension if he commits a similar offense within that time. The move is not without precedent. FIFA previously used the same provision to, reduce Cristiano Ronaldo's suspension ahead of the 2026 World Cup, making him eligible for Portugal's opening matches after he had served part of his original ban in an earlier qualifier. Now, let's take the stones back in time travel. In 1962, the Brazil superstar Garrincha played in the final against Czechoslovakia despite having been sent off in the semi-final. He made little impact in that game, but that was due to illness. But Brazil still won the game 3-1. Now, what is Trump's role in this decision? Reports indicate that US President Donald Trump played a key role in the decision to overturn following Balogun's suspension. Trump reportedly made several calls to FIFA from Wednesday, urging the governing body to review the striker's red card. Further reports claim the White House World Cup Task Force, chaired by Andrew Giuliani, also backed efforts to challenge the suspension, reportedly questioning the use of slow motion displays or replays in VAR decisions. If confirmed, the move could waive wider implications for how future disciplinary decisions are contested. Neither the White House nor the FIFA has officially commented on the reports, leaving questions for the extent of the intervention and its potential impact on football's disciplinary process. Now, that's a big one, and that's a big decision by FIFA. Because if you look at it now, they have invoked the Article 27, and Balogun is going to be able to feature in the game against Belgium. That is a very important plot twist to the whole round of 16 fixture against Belgium. Now, what have Belgium made of this decision? They have strongly criticized FIFA's decision to restore following Balogun's eligibility, with head coach Rudy Garcia now forced to adjust his plans just hours before the round of 16 clash against the United States. In a strongly worded statement, the Belgian Football Association accused FIFA of contradicting its own World Cup regulations, insisting that an automatic suspension following a straight red card has been clearly communicated to all participating teams before the tournament. The Federation said it is exploring all available legal options to protect the integrity of the competition, raising the prospect of a prolonged dispute over one of the tournament's most controversial disciplinary decisions. Now, I promise to keep you all unfolded as this, because definitely this is not going to end here. The match between Belgium and USA is an important round of 16 clash. With this probationary period given to following Balogun, he's going to feature in this game. Initially, with the red card, he was supposed to be out of the game. As he's going to feature in this game, if he scores, trust me, the Belgium Football Federation Association won't just stop at legal backings. They'll keep pushing and pushing. But well, what's the highest we can do about this now? If he scores, the highest we can do is to take things to court, but the result won't be reversed because Belgium will be out of the FIFA World Cup 2026, as I said, if he scores in the round of 16 clash. Now let's take a swift stop at the dealings and drama on the football transfer market before we draw the curtains on today's segment of the Sports Room. Brentford agreed £70 million, deal to sign Anthony from Burnley. Yes, still on the World Cup, Cristiano Ronaldo has announced that this is going to be his last FIFA World Cup. I mean, it's inevitable. He's 41, so no one expects him to still feature in the next FIFA World Cup coming up in 2030. 2030, how old will he be? Give or take, let's say 46. Definitely this is going to be his last World Cup, and soon enough he'll be joining curtains on his career. Speaking of joining curtains on his career, let's move on to Neymar Jr., who ended his international career with Brazil an hour after their defeat to Erling Haaland's Norway. Norway defeated Brazil to knock them out of the round of 32 and proceed to the round of 16. Haaland was very instrumental and vital in that match, scoring 2 goals. Neymar was just able to drag or draw a consolatory goal from the spot in the 96th minute of the game over there in the FIFA Club World Cup. Brentford have agreed a £17 million deal with Burnley to sign Jadon Anthony. The deal will see the Bees pay in an initial £15 million for the 26-year-old with £2 million in add-ons. Anthony will undertake a medical early next week, and the club hope to complete the move by Tuesday. Now, Bournemouth hold a 15% sell-on after the clause was inserted into the deal that took Anthony to Burnley permanently in May 2025. Real Madrid confirmed signing of Dumfries from Inter Milan. They have completed the signing of Denzel from Inter Milan in a deal worth around £17.3 million. The Netherlands international has signed a 4-year deal with the Spanish Giants. 30-year-old becomes the club's 4th summer signing for new boss Jose Mourinho, following the arrivals of Ibrahim Konate from Liverpool, Bernardo Silva from Manchester City, Marco Correa from Chelsea. Dumfries spent 5 years at Inter, where he won 2 Serie A titles, 3 Coppa Italias, and finished as a Champions League runner-up. Coming in from Inter statement, they said the Dutch player joins the Spanish club on permanent deal following the activation of his release clause. Moving on to what we have on the transfer market, Anderson's record-breaking £160 million Man City move has been announced. He will become the most expensive British player. Manchester City have completed a £60 million deal to sign him from Nottingham Forest. The England international is currently at the World Cup as we speak and has established himself as one of Europe's top midfielders. The deal makes midfielder Anderson, who is 23 years, the most expensive British player ever, surpassing the £150 million Real Madrid committed to buying, Jude Bellingham when they signed him from the black and yellow Borussia Dortmund in the summer of 2023. Now it's important to know that only Liverpool's £125 million spent on Alexander Isak and £116.5 million outlay for Florian Wirtz last summer were more expensive incoming transfers in Premier League history. Now the sad one for the Blues, Chelsea. Granit Xhaka staying at Stadium of Light after Chelsea bid for Black Cats captain rejected. Chelsea had an £8 million bid for Granit Xhaka rejected by Sunderland last week, who said the midfielder was never for sale. Xhaka had been seen to exploring the opportunity to work with his former Bayer Leverkusen boss, speaking of Xabi Alonso again, but has confirmed his commitment. He has reaffirmed his commitment to the Black Cats. Now, from Chelsea's point of view, trying to move for Xhaka, even after Sunderland's intentions have been released to the public, would surely damage a club-to-club relationship that is considered strong at this point. While it is undoubtedly a blow for Alonso, the Blues have other targets in the center of midfield, and there is expected to be movement in that department before the summer transfer window concludes in early September. So in this insight, Chelsea wouldn't be pushing to sign Granit Xhaka because they don't want to spoil or disrupt the good relationship they have with Sunderland. Now, this is the size of the package we have for you on Sports Room today. This is the size of the package we have for you on the Sports Room today. Till next. Now, remember, we'll leave you with a clip of Balogun's tackle on Bosnia's defender for you to be the judge. Was the decision harsh or not? Now, big thanks to my team behind the scene. Big thanks to my editor, Wele Bukunmi, Joseph Johnson, the producer, Victor Onoja, my able videographer. Now, this is Sports Room. Sports Room is the game. Kelechi Anorue is my name. Till next time, it is House and TV Africa.
To this Arsenal attack.